Shalom, family. I'm sorry I had you waiting. I just dropped off the packages this morning, and traffic was running a bit slow because there was an accident. So once I got around the accident, it was okay. But so I am glad to be here. I'm glad to see you all. And I do want to make an announcement. Those of you that will be doing the testing on the Emu pomade, that will go out this weekend. So you'll be testing a 4-ounce tin of the pomade. Those of you that wanted to test, but you didn't get to do it, I will be doing the same thing with the chebe butter in April. So even if you weren't part of the test this time, when I do the testing for the chebe butter, you can do that test. Okay. So don't worry about it. There'll be other opportunities for you to test things. So, ladies and gentlemen, it should not be of no shock that there are many divisions in the Trump administration. And to be honest with you, I am not shocked that JD Vance don't care for Elon. Let's be real. He is the VP. You always see Donald Trump with Elon. Okay? Every time the cameras are on, you see Donald Trump with Elon. You could probably count on one hand how many times you've seen JD Vance with Donald Trump since he's been in office. And that's for real, you know? And the thing is, it is messed up. You are chosen as VP and nobody sees you. You were elected right along with Donald Trump, and nobody hardly sees you with the president. That is pretty jacked up. And, about 2 weeks ago, Elon fell out with Marco Rubio. And I know they don't care for Elon, but many of them are afraid of Elon. I don't know why, but they are. So he gets away with a lot. Now, the recent thing I heard and I've been reading about, the politicians want Donald Trump on both sides, the left and right, want Donald Trump to shut Elon up about Social Security. They are literally getting slammed. They said the politicians, it doesn't matter if they're Democrat or Republican, are getting flooded with phone calls every time Elon speaks about Social Security and Medicare. They are upset and afraid he's going to just shut it down. And they really need that money and they paid into it. So they want Donald Trump to make him stop talking about that. And as of yet, I really haven't seen any slowing down of Elon talking about it. In fact, when I woke up this morning, I saw Social Security offices around the country are being shut down, permanently shut down. They are closing some of the offices, not all of them so far, but some of them have been closed. So Donald Trump swears up and down nothing is going to happen to Medicare and Social Security, but it sure looked like something is definitely happening from where I'm sitting. And too many of our people are on Social Security. They get disability, they get Medicare, and Elon has no right to be tampering with that, things that people paid into. So we shall see how this plays out. Now, another thing that's happening is we don't have it. I shouldn't say that. There is a mass nationwide march that will occur on April 5th. Of course, we are sitting it out. We are sitting it out because these folks that ran out here and voted for Donald Trump, it's up to them to fix this mess. It is not up to us to do it. And we're sitting it out anyway. We already said we're sitting out all protests, but they are having a major one nationwide that they have been planning now for the last several weeks that will occur on April 5th. So we're really not that far off from that march happening. I'm going to watch it quite naturally, but we're not going to participate in it at all. So that is another thing that's really going around on the internet because, they're trying to get as many people as they can out there. I know on TikTok, they're still trying to convince us we need to be out there. And I'm just glad our people are standing firm and saying no to April 5th. No, we're not going out there. And that's exactly what I love seeing. So back to Elon and JD Vance. I got an audio. Now, according to MAGA, it's AI. Okay, according to MAGA, it's AI. And I don't believe nothing MAGA says, right? I don't believe nothing MAGA says. But this is what they're trying to say. So this is coming right on the heels of the military planning that got sent out when they were talking on an app, a whole group of them. I mean, Donald Trump got the dumbest cabinet ever. These people are incompetent. And now there are a lot of cries from the public. They want Pete Hegseth. They want him gone. And as of yet, we have not heard about Donald Trump making an announcement about getting rid of anyone. And I don't think he will, because you know what? Their mistakes don't count. Our mistakes count. You know how they get down. Their mistakes don't count. Our mistakes count. You know how they do. So he hasn't said one word about anybody leaving. And I don't think he will. It'll be shocking to me if he does. So let me go ahead and share my screen because I want you to hear this audio. Okay, please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Yes. Thank you. Okay. All right, here we go, y'all.
Everything that he's doing is getting criticized in the media, and he says that he's helping, and he's not. He's making us look bad. He's making me look bad. And I'll tell you this, and he wouldn't like it if I said it, but he's not even immigrant. He is from South Africa, and he's cosplay as this great American leader in a room that has the portraits of some of the greatest men that ever led this country. And he has the audacity to act like he is an elected official. I am an elected official. I am the important one in this situation, not him. So if he wants to tank the economy and his cars, maybe that's what he deserves.
So JD Vance is saying, if he loses Tesla and anything like that, maybe that's what he deserves. Look, y'all, Esau versus Esau. Esau versus Esau. We're just seeing it play out over and over every single day. We are literally seeing this play out. And the bottom line is, I kind of knew he felt a certain way because every time Donald Trump is in front of them cameras, Elon is right there. You don't see JD Vance there. You see Elon there. And this got to rub him the wrong way, JD Vance. It's got to. You can't tell me it don't. But I know, I don't know if he's back, but he and his wife are in Greenland. Do you know they are going to Greenland trying to convince the people it would be much better if they were part of the US? These people don't, they already said multiple times they don't want to be under the US and Donald Trump. I mean, they act like they can't take no for an answer. And I don't know if y'all heard, but they want to take, well, Donald Trump, I should say, want to take the Panama Canal by military force. I just, man, this is just, this whole administration is just so crazy. And of course, they're still dragging these people on giving out military plans on a social media app. They're not going to learn no lesson. How do you learn a lesson if you can't even admit something wrong was done? None of them are admitting something wrong was done. Then there's no lesson that they're going to learn, period. So, as you heard on the audio, JD Vance is not a happy camper right now. So he reacted and, he's doing just what we always see these folks do. Oh, it's AI. That wasn't me. That was AI. Okay. Well, if you say so. So he said, they're trying to actually get this audio off of the internet. So JD Vance said it's a fake AI generated clip. I'm not surprised this guy doesn't have the intelligence to recognize this fact, but I wonder if he has the integrity to delete it now that he knows it's fake. If not, it could be defamation. I guess we'll find out. So Bishop Talbert Swan wrote on X, he's not even American. He's from South America. He's not even an American. He's from South Africa and he's cosplaying as this great American leader, JD Vance. The infight is in full swing. Yeah, yeah. I would imagine there is a lot of infighting, especially with all the military war plans that have come out. Yeah, I'm sure there is a lot of infighting going on. How you doing, brother Moriel? It's good to see you. And y'all, this is what's going to happen. We are going to see a lot of fallout from Esau in these final days. So nobody should be surprised at the latest fallout is JD Vance and Elon. I'm not surprised. And I know these kind of things are going to escalate and only get worse. Now, let's see how the Trump administration, especially Trump and Elon, feel on April 5th, because that march is against Elon and Donald Trump. So let's see how he's going to feel and if he's going to even acknowledge or speak on this massive protest that they say they're going to have on April 5th. And yes, they are still going after the dealerships. Teslas are not selling. People that got Teslas, a lot of them are up for sale. Now, how and if they can sell them, that's a whole different issue. Some celebrities had Tesla. I believe Sheryl Crow had one and she sold it and gave the money, I think, to some organization. She donated the money that she was able to get. And a few more said they have theirs up for sale. It's just not safe driving around in those Teslas right now. I saw just the other day a few more of those charging stations that they have blown up. What they're doing is they're throwing Molotov cocktails at the charging stations to blow them up. And that's still going on around the country as well. Mhm. Yeah, I mean, look, I've seen Kamala when she was with Joe Biden. I saw Kamala a lot more than I seen JD Vance. It's almost like they pushed him in the shadows. Mhm. Well, hey, this is what they wanted, so this is what they're getting. I'm not upset. Let them keep dismantling the government. Good. Maybe that's the sooner we'll be out of here and in the kingdom, we get to live kingdom life and get away from this madness. Tyrone Lewis, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. I deeply appreciate it. All right. Well, I don't know what kind of well, ADR 2022, I don't know what kind of comeback he can do because right now, Donald Trump and Elon Musk are attached at the hips. It seems like. I don't know if he can come between that. I don't think so. Oh, yeah, they're Lotus Flower. You said I heard they're vandalizing Donald Trump's Hollywood star. Really? Well, can't say I'm surprised. Hmm. Okay. The Nugahite Israel, aka Black Cougar 1959. Thank you for the super sticker. I deeply appreciate it. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and conclude. So if you have time tomorrow, I will be doing another live stream, and that one will be on how Donald Trump is trying to contact all of these foreign nations for eggs, of all things, for eggs. And it's not going so well for him right now. So, y'all, I will see you again tomorrow for our next live stream. And hey, be on the lookout for my videos that will be coming out later on today. Shalom, family.